Hello, I'm Czardus, and let's play Planet Zoo. Welcome back to my Union Hill series. This will be episode 4, and today we are going to work a bit on planning. But first, you see we had some baby tortoises arrive, so that is very exciting. We had 2 of them born. Let's leave the orbit view here. There's one there. The other one, I'm not sure where it... Oh, there it is. It's sleeping in the giant bed that they have. But so we do have 2 baby tortoises, and then we also had a baby bison arrive as well. Let's take a look at that. It's also very cute with its tiny little horns there. I like it. But anyway, we also got some research done on enrichment here, so we can come in here and they can get a grab ball. We'll put that over here. A grazing ball feeder. Put that here, and I think we have, well, let's get a barrel feeder too. I mean, we might as well give them like all of the cool stuff so that they have plenty of things to do here. And they are happy. Okay, so now vet research, mechanics research. Very good. You're almost done with the New World theme, which will be really good. High amounts of litter. Yeah, we don't have any bins up here, apparently. Let's come up here. I want facilities for that. Get some New World bins. By these benches. People are so messy. But other than that, I think our area is pretty clean. Let's get some more over here too. Get a bin there and a bin there. Okay. So now today I want to focus quite a bit on planning because we are starting to have some money and I want to now be able to... Here, oh, visiting player. Pausley, hello there. Let's see here. I hope that gave me some conservation points. Okay. But anyway, if we come over here and like our money is starting to be a bit better. So I'm thinking that we come in here and this becomes our reservoir. And like I said, it's built in a ravine. So it's going to be kind of like this. A long type of thing here. And then out here is going to become narrow as it comes off like that. So that's going to be our main water area. Like our water feature. Let's try and get this as sand in here. Just to mark that the rest of the way. I wish that it would fill in a little bit faster than this, but that'll be fine. Then what I want to do is I want to designate different areas for different things. So like, for example, we'll have an area that is the like administrative headquarters with research buildings and stuff like that. And we need parking first. Let's do parking. We'll do heavy rock. And I think what I want to do is I want the parking to come out over here. So we'll get parking like over in this area. Got a parking lot there. And then we'll have an overflow lot here. So like that's going to be a lot of parking. But we have a ton of space, so we might as well use it. So then this will need to be smaller and can be like a thing like that. And then what we can do, I want a hotel type thing over in this area. So let's come in here, and I think we have... And I just get an editable sign. Filter. Editable text. There we go. Let's just get the cheap. They're all cheap. This is going to be way too small. We're never going to find that again. So let's forget that. Okay, the inspector has arrived. I hope he is happy. But, yeah. Okay, we'll come back to all of that. Finances are still in good shape. We're just kind of letting that go. But so this will be kind of a hotel type area, or like a resort sort of thing, where people can stay and visit the zoo. I want the main entrance area to be in here. So we'll get the main entrance like here. Vet research complete. Let's come in here. I have the vet working on an illness now, because I'm trying to knock out as many of those while we can, while we don't have too many things. Yes, I think the ticket prices are too low, so let's raise that up. Let's go to 4. Can't I do 450? It won't let me do that. Okay, we'll go to 5 then. And we'll start to have a gap between adult and children, just because I feel like that's something I want to do. Okay, so then... that's all of that. Then we'll have administrative stuff over here. So let's come in here, and they can have their own... have another parking lot over here. That is smaller, but for administrative stuff. And maybe have a loading area or something like that as well. So then this will be administrative. Then, let's see here, we have a lot of space on the other side of the river. So what I want, we'll have the main entrance over here, like I said. And then we'll have a path that goes around. And we're going to have terrain changes, I think, over on this side. We'll have the terrain go up and come down to our water here. Yeah. But then I want a staff path that will serve kind of like a road. Let's see, we're going to have research and stuff back in here. We can have some exhibits in here, some basic ones, but I want the main thing. We're going to have, we'll have a path come along this way. Yeah, okay. We'll have the staff access road come off this way and cross the dam. Like be right by the dam. And then it's going to come up this way. Oh, the report is ready. Let's see what the report says. Education was low, but other stuff was good. Let's come in here. So your inspection report. 4 stars. That is a pretty good start, I think. So we'll bring this back in here. And what I'm thinking is a lot of the habitats will be on either side of this with a path in the middle. And that way we can get a lot of the like administrative or like staff stuff on the inside here. Then over here we'll just kind of end like that. So then the main path, I guess we'll use light soil for that. We'll get the main entrance here. like this, and it is getting really dark. Really hard to see that. So one problem with challenge mode is that it gets so hard to see. But let's take a break and come in here and see our animals. So we have quite a few here, and we are doing pretty good. The appeal is high. Our babies are doing well. They are not old enough to do anything with them yet, but that is fine. And our people are happy. We only have 247, but money-wise, we're doing fine. And I want to get this planned out, and then we'll be able to go from there. But I also want to know some of these entrance buildings that we have. Entrance. So like animal zoo sign. That's not one that we would want. Welcome sign. That's something we could use. But I'm thinking like classical zoo entrance, 11,000. So actually that's not bad, and we should be able to start doing that soon. So we definitely want to get this pathing planned out. So this is the main entrance. We'll bring the path in this way. And it can come over here and have a bridge there. Yeah, that'll be good. And then continue this way. And I want it to be along the water here, so they can have a good view line of the animals on the other side, and then we'll have habitats on that side. Yeah, so we're actually going to come in here, take this back out like that, and then come back with the soil, the light soil. Keep this right along the water, so that on this side, this loop is pretty close here. And then that can be a joint bridge there before this comes along. Oh yeah, you know what? Actually, I was going to keep this all along the water around this way too, because then we have the habitats on that side with the staffing on the inside there. So we'll bring this along this way. And that'll be the inner loop. Yeah, and then the outer loop will come out this way. Like that, and now we're really getting dark here. What time is it? 5:46. We're almost there. Okay, the vet research is complete. Are you almost done with that? Yeah, it looks like we accomplished that. No, we've got one more thing to research on that one, and then we'll be done with that. We can move on to something else. But in the meantime, this is going to come out this way. And I want it... Where's the end here? Okay, so there's plenty of space there. I'm going to bring this out like this. And in the middle here. And my thought is that we'll be able to get habitats on both sides. Ideally. Or we'll get a walkthrough habitat or something like that. That sort of thing could be good. Walk through safari. Bring this over. And it can bridge there. And go down that like that. Okay, so now we have our basic pathing in place of where we want things to go. Or not our pathing itself, but kind of a plan. And I'm excited that we have a plan in place here for this. And then we can start getting some terraforming done and start placing things in each time. In fact, let's work on the terraforming of the water first. So terrain, let's come in here, and we are going to, first of all, lower this. We want to minus that, and 10 meters is probably, I mean, that's pretty big. Though the middle of this is going to be pretty deep because it's a ravine. So we'll go like that. And then I want to just come in here and flatten to the foundation here. This is going to cost quite a bit of money here. But once we have it in place, it'll help a lot. I mean, it won't help us make money, but it will, you know, help the zoo feel cooler. And it'll cost just a few thousand to do it. So we'll get this in here, and that'll be the deepest point. And then, so this comes along like this. And then down here, we're going to do terrain stamp to 9. We'll get this here. Then flatten it out from there. And then we're going to just try and smooth it out a bit more from there. So that kind of comes out this way. And again, I wish that we had just like one brush bigger than this. The terrain tools are really powerful in this game, but it takes a lot to get the way that you get the look that you want. It takes a lot of work, but there's a lot that you can do with it. So this will come along like this. Yeah, I'm happy with that so far. And then we'll bring this out. Are we at the right height here? No. And then, we got off the height again. Although I suppose as long as we're pretty close to what we want, it'll work just fine. Because we don't need it to be exactly the ravine, but we do need it to be, I mean, it's not going to be flat anyway. We're going to rough it up a bit, but I want this to be the general idea of where things are. Now over here, we are going to go deep again. In fact, I think we want this to be deep through here. Though, do I want it to be that deep when we get over there? I don't think so. I think let's keep this over here. Like that. And say that somehow it got a bit deeper there. Okay, then let's come back and we're going to do the stamp tool one more time. But at that level. Then we'll come out here, and this is going to be the edge of our ravine, or our reservoir. It can come out like that, and be a nice looking thing here. Come in like that, and come out this way. And then come out this way. And overall, this hasn't been too expensive. We've definitely spent a few thousand on it, but we haven't really dipped below 40,000 in our cash, so that is good. And again, having this water feature is really going to make the zoo look cool. It's coming out this way too. Yeah, and we don't want it to be perfect here. But then we're going to need to go up the terrain. Like the terrain is going to climb on this side over here. Vet research complete again. Excellent. And that should be all of that disease. Let's get you on another one. Terrain. Back to this. Mechanic research complete. That is good. I think that might mean that we have everything in that type, so we can get on to another one. So we'll get this out this way, and then we'll do a little bit more work in terms of marking the terrain and stuff like that. Actually, that looks pretty cool. Let's come in here to mechanic research real quick. New world theme is complete. Let's work on... Where's the classic theme? That one gets used a lot. Okay, and then we're going to smooth things here. Although a lot of this would be underwater, so we probably won't see it. Let's go ahead and the water obstructed. What are you obstructed for? Valid. Oh yeah, that'll work. That will work nicely. But let's come in here and we need to sculpt a little bit here. Smooth this out. Especially because it came up somewhere. Over here, it gets pretty thin, actually. It's flatten here. Or not thin, but it gets pretty shallow, that's what I mean. Shallow. Let's get this over like that. Come back to the water. Yeah, that'll work for now at least. So we get an idea of what the reservoir is going to look like there. And we'll have to come back and work on that. But I think that is where we are going to leave it today. That's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Take care.